No disrespect to previous guests.
All right.
But by far, the one individual who we have had the most questions about, when are you going to have this person on?
Been getting requests.
Which typically, like, you can't just request a guest. It doesn't work that way. But in this case, we've had a lot of people saying, when's Harrison Ingram coming into Pod World headquarters?
Yeah.
Well, he's here.
Answer is today.
So we're not expecting to have to do anything. We're just going to let him take it for the next 30 minutes. He's got his headphones on. He's got a few rhymes he wants to drop. And then we'll be done. So, Harrison, thanks for coming by and making everybody happy that you're here.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me.
Why does everybody love you so much?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm just myself at all times. I mean, I don't really care what people think, and I just try to enjoy life. My parents have always taught me to just be myself in all situations, and that's kind of what I do.
All right, I'm going to move this microphone just a little bit, Harrison, so I can make sure people can hear you. There you go.
Okay, perfect.
All right,
perfect.
take us through just the transition here over the last several months for you, coming from obviously originally from Dallas, going West Coast, now all the way to the East Coast, a big change. Just take us through that whole process and what it's been like.
Oh, yeah. So I started off in Dallas. I go into St. Mark's, private school. I decided to go to Stanford out of high school, and I was also getting recruited by North Carolina, but it was by Coach Roy Williams. Coach Davis, I don't even think he was on the staff. He was on the staff, but he wasn't recruiting me. It was Coach Rob. He goes to Arizona now. Yeah. And I thought, kind of built a good relationship with Stanford. It kind of came down to Stanford, North Carolina, and I kind of just went to Stanford. I thought I wanted to play right away. I'm at Stanford, and I loved it there. I really did. My 2 years there were amazing. I met my best friends to this day, some cool people, and at the end of the day, after my sophomore year, I thought it was my best decision to transfer, and it was a basketball decision completely. Coach Davis was the first head coach to hit me out of the portal, and kind of just right away, I mean, it seemed like the perfect fit. When I came out here, it was a funny story. I had a visit scheduled to North Carolina, then a break, and then one scheduled to Kansas, a break, Kentucky. I came on my visit to North Carolina. I fell in love right away. I met RJ and Armando. It was amazing, and I was on the visit. I called my dad. My dad was with me. I was in the office. I went to the bathroom. I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, I don't want to go to Kansas. I don't want to go to Kentucky. I'm coming here. I'm about to walk back into this office and commit. Are you okay with that? He was like, do whatever you want. So I walk in there, tell Coach Davis I'm coming, and then it was a cool moment.
What was it that made you make such a quick decision?
It just felt right. First off, they didn't have any small forwards on the roster, and I'm a small forward, so I'm kind of a very clear fit there. But just kind of connecting with the guys. When I met RJ, Armando, Seth and Jay Wash, Dewey, Creighton, Rob, when they're all here, we got dinner, we went out, we got to know each other, and I just felt like it was family right away.
Talking to your dad, he made it clear that most decisions in the Ingram family are academics based. Mm. How did you persuade, especially your parents, that it was okay to make a basketball decision?
I mean, it was my mom still academic decision. I mean, North Carolina is a great academic school. It's no slack. It's difficult, definitely hard. But really, just telling my mom that my dream is to go to the NBA. My dream is to play at the highest level. And North Carolina is that school. North Carolina is the best of basketball. And that it couldn't pass it up.
What did you see in North Carolina and hear from Coach Davis that made you feel like Carolina was the pathway that would best get you there?
Definitely just his energy. When he came to my house, he's such a fun-loving guy. I mean, his energy, I've never had a coach just come in here and make me laugh, and kind of just generally at the table making my mom laugh. Like, my mom was having a great time. We all were having a great time, just getting to know each other. And then they're kind of their view for me on the all-around, shoot threes, guard 1 through 5, play hard, and just kind of have a good time and win.
Had a chance. I mean, I just talked to Coach Davis a lot because of what we do, and we were talking about you the other day, and he said that the number one thing he talked about all the great basketball things that you do. He said, but the number one reason why Harrison is so valuable is his personality and what he brings to our locker room and the joy that he brings to our team. Is that a role that you are trying, you're consciously doing, or is that just Harrison Ingram?
I mean, that's just kind of who I am. I didn't even realize it was a role. I just kind of just go out there and just be myself. I mean, it's just so fun. I'm playing at North Carolina. I mean, it's North Carolina, so to me, I still feel like I'm in a movie, and I'm just the spotlight's on me. I'm just walking through. And I don't know how I'm here, how I got here, but I'm just gonna enjoy every moment.
What's the most North Carolina-ish thing of playing for North Carolina that you've experienced when you've been like, oh yeah, this is actually happening?
I mean, man, losing last night and seeing those fans storm the court, I've never experienced that in my life. That was, oh my God, the energy that we felt from the fans was just to watch us lose. I mean, it was pretty crazy. That and the NC State game. That game was something else. That game was something else. I mean, it was like 60 minutes before the game, and I'm not gonna say any names, but I'm shooting my threes in the corner. The fans are all there, and I hear them yelling a name from one of my like ex-girlfriends from like middle school, like over and over again. And I'm looking back like, who is this dude, and how does he even know who that is? Because they have one of my former teammates from Stanford, but he doesn't even know who. I don't know how. That was a whole experience there.
Okay, so you've got, of course, Harrison and the Tar Heels facing Duke coming up on Saturday. Your first Carolina Duke experience. Any anticipation or excitement for that?
Man, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I mean, everybody's talking about it. RJ Armando was telling me how there's nothing they can say to prepare me for it. It's just the energy that you're going to feel from the fans, from the coaches, from the players, just from myself. Just when I get on the court, the energy I'm going to feel is just something that you can't explain until you get in the game.
When you're a player at another school, if you don't have a game, do you watch Carolina Duke?
100% I did. When I was at Stanford, when I was in high school, actually that was my visit in high school. My junior year, I came to that Carolina Duke game, and that kind of, on that visit, I wanted to commit to. My dad didn't let me. I wanted to commit to. That was the game where Trey Jones hit the buzzer beater, or Wendell Moore hit someone hit a buzzer beater at the end on Duke twice to go to overtime and then to win the game, and that was a cool experience to be there too.
All right, you seem like, you've upset Adam.
We're going to edit that part out. That part was
bad
terrible.
experience, bad memory.
Okay.
My bad.
You say, I mean, obviously very intelligent. You seem to like go very fast. Like I just feel like when you're doing something, it's happening. You're doing it. You're Harrison Ingraming it right then. When you're on the court, how do you try not to start processing and going too fast and kind of let it all slow down a little bit?
I think that's come with just my maturing, just being older. I mean, I'm 21 now. I'm a grown man. I just feel like
you got to arm wrestle Adam, then we'll decide. Every guest has to do that.
I got myself. I got to take myself there.
All right, I got to take the hoodie off. Let's go.
Well, yeah, just maturing and being a junior now. I've had 2 years of college basketball. The game has slowed down for me. I feel like I'm processing stuff, and I'm just as confident as I've ever been in my game. I'm confident in my movements and just trusting my first instinct.
You are always involved when someone from the other team is talking to anyone on the Tar Heels. Like, if they're talking to Dewey, out of nowhere, Harrison Ingram appears.
I'm there.
But somehow you have this knack for doing it in a way that I don't feel like the other team dislikes you. Like, there are some Tar Heels, Cormac, who I feel like the other team might dislike a little bit. But somehow you do it, and it's like, we're competitors but still friends. How do you do that?
I don't even know. I don't know. I'm trying to be mean, but I just don't take it mean. I'm trying to be the mean guy, but I just don't take it like that. And I love that. I feed off the energy, whether it's negative or negative energy from the fans or positive energy from the fans. I just feed off the energy of the game. And anytime someone's talking smack to my teammates, I always want to be involved because I mean it's fun. It's basketball. I mean it's on the court. I mean it doesn't mean anything other than on the court.
I always enjoy the Harrison Ingram gets the ball on one side and starts backing the dude down. I just did the backing him down play. Where you're such a versatile player, but has that always been a part of your game? Is that something that's newer? It's a very effective play.
Coach Davis calls it the mush move, the mush move, and him and Coach Lebo. But I've always had a post up game a little bit. Even at Stanford, I would post up every once in a while. In high school, I went to a small private school, so everybody was like 5 foot. So
you were posting up everybody.
I was posting up everybody. So I've always had a post-up game, and just Coach Davis has been exploiting it. I mean, just letting me play my game, letting me kind of be comfortable in the court and play my whole game, whether that's on the perimeter or inside.
You have such good court vision. At least my perception is that you have good court vision and good passer, especially for your size.
I hope Adam would agree.
Yeah, Adam.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I had to make sure. I had to make sure.
Well, you know what I just figured out? He just clued me in. He's used to posting up guys like me. It sounds like in high school he was going against me. I understand a lot more now.
That's why he's so confident he can beat you in
arm wrestling. Right. He's like, I've arm wrestled guys like you all through my junior year of high school.
So has that always been there? Is that a skill that had to be developed? And I guess I know this is a hard – like, Can you explain that to somebody who maybe doesn't have that? Like what you're seeing when you're out there?
The court vision or the other posting up?
The court vision.
That's always been something. I've always been my brother. Growing up, every basketball thing I did with my brother. I mean, he was 4 years older than me. So every time he was doing his little training, I would be the little kid on the court trying to do whatever he's doing. And he was a smaller guy. He's like 6'1" to this day. And he played college basketball, and he was always a point guard. So he was always the pass-first point guard. So when I was growing up, all I knew was dribble the ball down the court, come around the screen, and try to find somebody else open. Right. So just ever since I was younger, I've always played the game the right way. I mean, honestly, my favorite highlight is a cool pass rather than like a shot. I don't know why. It's just how I was wired.
You are listed at 6'7". How tall does the guy you're posting up have to be before he's too tall for you to give him the too small gesture?
No, nobody's too tall.
Nobody. Everybody can get it. Yeah. Everybody.
People have been getting hit with that across the country.
It doesn't matter. You can be 7 foot. You can be 6'1". If I score you in the post, you're getting the too small gesture. Have to do it. Got to do it.
How do you decide? You've been rebounding like a madman here lately. You have the ability to either give the ball to somebody like Elliot Cadeau, or you can push it yourself. How do you decide when the time's right to do each one of those?
I think that's something that's come with this chemistry, building chemistry with my players, kind of seeing, I know I can push and make a good play. I know Elliot can push and make a good play. Seth can, RJ can, Cormac can, and we have so many guys who can push the ball down the court and make plays. And, for me, it's seeing, kind of when I catch it, I look ahead and I see, is my man behind me? If my man's behind me, I'm pushing it. But if my man's in front of me, if I see him down the court, I'm giving it to Elliot or RJ.
We have talked to multiple guys about this, but Coach Davis from months ago has talked about the chemistry of this team. Why do you think it worked and worked so quickly, just as far as everyone getting along and being together the way that they are?
I would say because we're all really weird. So we're all really weird, and we're all like the same weird. So it all just kind of clicks, and everybody just gets along. And in general, I've never really been on a team or been a part of anything where it's just so natural for everyone to hang out. I mean, just after a practice, we might just go get something to eat. Just because, this is what we do. We go eat for a Super Bowl game. We're going to go watch it together. Football game, we're all going to go to someone's house and watch it together. Whereas in every experience I've ever had, it's been kind of get to manufacture it. Someone has to set it up, or else it just kind of just happens. And I feel like that stems from, in the summer, the coaches did a really good job of kind of getting us to know each other, having stuff at his house. We had pickup games at 12 a.m. with all the former players coming back. Just those experiences, I feel like just makes us closer.
What's weird about Harrison Ingram?
I feel like everything's weird about me. I feel like, kind of when you really get to know me, I'm a pretty abnormal guy. But for me, it's kind of just, I just like to be myself. And no matter what happens, no matter what people think, if someone doesn't like me, they don't like me.
Well, hold on. We're not going to let you get away. So what's abnormal? Why would you say that?
I would say I do some weird things.
What?
That most people, I play chess every day. Most basketball players I say don't do that. I like to spend time with my dog. I meditate. I go for walks. I don't know. I feel like I do a lot of things that just most people don't do.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a Maltese and a poodle combined. She's a little, like 7 pounds, 8 pounds. It's
so
crazy.
Is she
She's
here
crazy.
with you?
No. She's with my parents. She's at home.
Okay.
A family dog.
Okay. If we watch film of the first month of this season of Harrison Ingram rebounding, and then we watch film of this past month of Harrison Ingram rebounding, what differences are we going to see?
Well, first of all, I'm grabbing more. The numbers are higher, obviously. And then kind of what happened was halfway through the season, we had a solid start, and we knew one of our deficiencies was rebounding. And we were playing small ball. I was the 4, and I feel like I wasn't grabbing as many rebounds as I know I could. And one day, Coach May came to me, and he told me, and I went to his office, and he came to me, and he was like, no matter what, when you see the ball, just go grab it. I don't care who's around. I don't care if you got to steal somebody's rebound. I don't care if there's 8 people, go grab the ball. And ever since then, every time I see the rebound, I'm just going to grab it.
Yeah, there have been a couple times where it's like another Tar Heel thought they were getting the rebound, and then you just went and got the rebound.
I've tried to change the way I was wired rebounding-wise, and I feel like it's kind of helped our team really offensively. I feel like every time someone shoots it, I'm trying to go get the rebound.
All right, you got the little blonde shock of hair.
Yeah,
right
the little
there.
patch, the little patch.
Yeah. So what? How did that come about?
I don't know. I had it in high school, and my mom hated it. She hated that. She took my phone. Like, she was so
Whoa,
mad.
wow.
She was so mad.
Look at him now, Mom. He's got it now.
Now he's on the pod.
Now I'm grown now. I'm 21, so I made the decision, and she still doesn't like it. But I'm older now, so she kind of just deals with it.
My strong impression from talking to your parents a little bit is they don't take a lot of mess. What was it like growing up with them as parents, and how do you think that helped you get to where you are?
I mean, it was great. I mean, I feel like they did a great job of giving us independence, but also being hard on us. Us kind of at the beginning, kind of knowing I couldn't get away with stuff that I had. Yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir, all that stuff when I was younger. So I know that I couldn't get away with the stuff that I know some of my friends could get away with what they would say to their parents. So growing up now, I feel like now I'm in college, I've independency, and I've kind of been used to it since high school. I'm in high school. They gave me and my brother a lot of independence. We had made a lot of mistakes. Doing like not like nothing bad, just talking in class, stuff like that, and getting in trouble at school for little stuff like that. And they kind of let us learn through those mistakes, and I feel like that helped me now just to be my own man.
Other than your hair, what's the most you ever got in trouble? Like, what thing you did do you still to this day think, ooh boy, that was a rough week at home?
Ooh. She never found. There's just two things. The one my mom never found out about. We got in trouble at school. Me and my brother, we went to the same school. We would. I was in 8th grade and he was a senior, and he would get my phone number. He would change it to my mom's name, and then I would like text him like, "Hey, we got a doctor's appointment. Like, y'all got to leave school." And we did it for like 3 weeks straight, and then we ended up getting caught, and we got in a lot of trouble for that.
And she still doesn't know about this?
Oh, she knows now. Like, she found out like.
I think she probably found out eventually, Adam.
But she didn't find out until like. She didn't know until like a couple months ago. We said it in the Bahamas. We were at a family dinner, and she was like, "What?"
That takes some planning. That's like a master plan.
It was. We tried, but it didn't work.
So Harrison Ingram got grounded in the Bahamas. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's right. Mom, really? I'm going out with the team. Oh no, you're not.
Let me remind you of 8th grade, Mr. Ingram.
Okay, you guys have had a great year to this point. Obviously, I know the last game didn't go the way that anybody wanted. But what's been working? Why do you think you guys have been playing so well? And then also, what needs to continue to improve?
First thing is our chemistry. On and off the floor. I feel like we all have a chip on our shoulder on defense, and we're just playing hard as hard as we can, and we really don't want to lose, no matter if we're having a good game or not. We don't want to lose. Second thing, shout out RJ Davis. I think he's the player of the year. I mean, man, this dude's a bucket. You give him the ball, it's going in the hoop. And then throw it off, I think our coaches have done a great job. Scouting report-wise, defensively, I feel like we've been locked in. We kind of know what's happening. We're never surprised by a set, and really we guard the first action pretty well, and kind of at the end of the day, it comes down to one-on-one defense.
When you have, as full disclosure, as we're talking, you haven't watched film with the team yet of the Georgia Tech game because the day we're talking is an off day. When you have a rough shooting night like you had in Atlanta, when you go back and look at it, do you most often see, I wish I had taken different shots, or is it just a matter of, well, I should have made those shots that I took?
For me, it's more the second. Should have made the shots that I took. I'm pretty confident in the work ethic that we do and the work that we put in. That some nights, that's how it happens. You're not always going to shoot well. Not everybody's going to have a great shooting night every night, and that's kind of what happens with the game. I feel like I've gotten way better at dealing with those shooting nights, rather than getting all mad at yourself. Just kind of watching the film, realizing why did you miss? Were your legs not into it, or it was just one of those nights where the ball was just rimming out?
As you've become more of a known quantity in the league, are teams defending you differently?
I'm definitely seeing scouting reports defending, but it's just so hard to scout our team because we have so many good players. You try to stop one guy, other guys to get open. I mean, people have different scouting reports for RJ and for Armando, and I feel like for Cormac, for Elliott, for everybody, I feel like from those scouting reports, I'm getting open shots.
When'd you get into chess?
I've been into chess since I was like 7. My dad explained me how to play, and ever since then I've been playing.
What do you like about it?
I like the fact, I don't know, I couldn't beat him for like 10 years. So I just like the fact that I just had to, it was just like a goal. I have to be my dad. I have to be my dad. And really now it's just kind of the strategy and kind of I love the feeling of knowing that you're about to beat your opponent, but they have no idea. And like they feel like they're in the game, but you're about to get checkmate in like 8 moves, something like that.
What was the moment like when you finally beat your dad?
Oh, that was the greatest day of my life. That was the greatest day of my life. I was yelling and screaming, jumping it down, told my mom, She took me out to get some ice cream.
Wow.
Like it was. I remember the day like it was yesterday.
Was there like a physical board, or were you doing it electronically when you were playing?
We always play on a board.
Okay, so you were on the board. Like, was there any board flip? Was there any anger there?
There was no board flip, but I ran out and I'm not playing them again. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm taking my win and I'm riding off into the sunset.
So who do you play now? You
said
you play daily.
I play it's on chess.com.
Okay,
like
so you're just going online and you're playing.
Right. Actually, I've been talking to them a little bit. We're trying to set something up, maybe like a chess tournament or something like that. That's still in the makings. But yeah, I play online, chess.com. I just play like a quick match for like 5-minute games or 10-minute games.
No board flipping in that, but I'd heard from a highly placed source there were some physical video game battles in the Ingram house. Between you and your brother.
Me, my brother, and my sister.
Oh, but she didn't. Excuse me. The source didn't claim that.
You talking about Lauren?
Yeah.
What
She
did
said it was you and your brother, and that she could be in her room and just hear y'all going at it. Those Ingram rascals.
Oh yeah. I mean, growing up, me and my brother, we were close. Well, first of all, I mean, when I was younger, he would bully me, and we weren't close then. But now I used to hate him, but now we're close. And in high school, when he was in high school and I was in middle school, we would play video games all the time upstairs in the media room or in the game room, and we'd always be going at it because he was I couldn't beat him in any video game until I was probably like a junior in high school, and once I finally beat him, it was the best day of my life again.
All right, you said, and I mean, you've always been very open about the fact that the NBA is the goal and that professional basketball is the goal. Is that, I mean, are you even thinking about, hey, once the season's done, I'm looking at that, or I'm looking at that in a couple years? Is that even in the mind right now, or is it just focused on what you're doing with the Tar Heels?
Right now, I'm just focused. I'm at North Carolina right now. I'm just focused on this and the Duke game and just kind of dealing with everything that comes with being a North Carolina basketball player. What
are you most looking forward to about running out of the tunnel on Saturday?
Just seeing the fans, really. First of all, I want to see College game day. I've never experienced that and seen it myself, but just seeing the fans and seeing the energy and seeing all the Carolina blue in the stands, it's gonna be an experience.